Buddy podcast, baby. I'm a buddy, he's a dude.
And I'm a dude, and he's a buddy.
Jared Campbell, Danny Martinello.
Yep. We're back.
Woo! Yeah, we got beer in the Babe mugs.
Beer in the Babe mugs.
You won't hear me say this often, Danny, but I am reluctantly having a beer right now.
You are reluctantly having a beer, Jared, and I know I shouldn't be having one with you, but here we are.
You never let a friend drink alone, guys. You don't. You dudes and buddies and dudes. You must go down with the ship, okay? So, look I kind of started Did I start this?
You started it.
I don't know that I did.
You started it.
I was doing my own thing last night, and then you seemed to let your guard down.
Let my guard down, dude. I saw a Coors Light, and I kind of really wanted a Coors Light. I told myself and I told others I wouldn't be drinking till Christmas there.
Oh, you missed by a little bit.
I missed by a
few
couple months. Yep. And it was we had a damn good time though on the balcony, on our porch, on our lovely rooftop.
Last night was fantastic, buddy. We were under the stars. We were looking at you can actually see stars here in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, we saw a couple planets floating around there. We saw Mars and Jupiter.
Yeah, what did we see? The hot gas.
Big old busty ass gas planet.
Yeah, which one's that?
Jupiter is a gas planet.
Yeah, the big. What'd you call it last night?
I called her big old gas babe.
The big old gas babe.
Yeah, I said, look at that gas babe sitting there. Spinning.
Yeah. She's hucking up
super fast,
dude. So no, what? Okay, look, I was doing good last week, and then I started having some drinks a couple days ago.
I had a couple. You were starting to tick me off there for a little bit.
Yeah, I was drinking. You kept saying things like, "God, I just want to drink," and your hands were shaking.
Yeah, I need a drink.
And then last night we went out. We hit the town. You got me out of bed last night. You
got you out of bed because you were
last night. I started marathoning a show yesterday. I was tired. I was lazy because, again, the booze had me in its grips.
I had to pull you out of that place, and
so you got me out last night, and I was appreciative of that. I liked it. We went out. We did a little hang outside of one of our favorite shows.
Yep,
the barber shop in the Lower East Side. And then we went and we did Williamsburg Comedy Club. Mm-hmm. Banged out a little set. I had a couple pops there. Couple shots.
Yep.
Then we came back here. We agreed that we would be enjoying some chopped cheeses from the Bodega. Yep. So we went in there. Of course, I re-upped on the King cans. Okay,
yeah,
$2 a King can. Yep. You can't feel. They're giving them away down there, dude.
And we also found out a nice little beautiful thing about the regular cans, not the King cans, but there's a little discovery. They told us that one can of beer is $1.
A regular size can is a buck.
Is a buck, and that's dangerous when you have that as a 24-hour bodega below you. But what enticed me to grab because I always say I'm not going to drink, and I tighten it up here. Had a pretty loose summer, of all things considerable. Wanted to tighten it up for the school year.
All things considerable.
All things considerable. As they always are. But then I saw the nice the can, and I knew
saw the frost.
I knew you were outside.
Okay, well, we ordered the chopped cheese. Here's the beautiful thing about this bodega, and you just watch the characters come and go. It's like,
and we had a nice little Ferrari outside.
You want to talk? That's its own planet down there, right?
Yep.
That is its own fucking planet. That bodega is wild on the weekend after midnight. And we order our chopped cheese, and then I go outside. I like to stand on the stoop and sip my beer. Okay, I like to have my beer outside of the bodega.
That's what the regulars do.
This is what you do.
It's what you do in the neighborhood. You have your little beer in your black plastic bag they give you, and you just sit out front of the bodega, and you sip and you watch the usual suspects come in and out,
You keep an eye on the neighborhood. You keep your finger on the fucking pulse.
And that's what I was thinking about too yesterday when we were. I'm like, if any trouble happened in that bodega while we were in there, we'd have to act because it's like
certainly would.
This is like our neighborhood now.
Well, firstly, you introduced yourself to the last night. You asked. Yeah. There's a guy that we see every single day,
and he's the cool guy that always like hooks us up with the chopped cheeses to be extra, and he's like the guy that we have like a cordial kind of.
He runs the shit.
Yeah,
dude.
it's his store, but I haven't gotten his name this whole time, and it was always, yo, bro, what's up, buddy? All this, and to the point where like if I don't come in for a couple of weeks whenever I'm on the road, and then I come back in, he's like, oh man, where are you? Hey, what's up? Like,
yeah.
Like, camaraderie, the little friendship that we've established.
Camaraderie. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very familiar with one another, but last night you asked him what his name was.
Yeah, I was like,
realized,
yo, dude, what's your name, man? I come in here, I feel like I was disrespecting it almost in a sense where I'm like, I know this guy. We come in here, but I don't know his name yet. So I was like, hey, yo, bro, like, what is your name, man? Like, I'm in here all, like, it's been 6 months and I haven't, like, what's your name? And he's like, oh, I'm Rad. I'm like,
fucking rad, dude.
I'm like, oh, I'm Danny. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you said nice to meet you, and I was standing there, and I was like, nice to meet
Met
you.
this guy 786
Yeah,
times
you've been looking
already.
this guy in the eyes for 7 months, brother.
Yeah, but I finally got his name, and then it
Yeah.
clicked in because his name's Rad, and then every time you use your debit and your card or whatever, it says Rad's Grocery, Deli, and Convenience. And then
Sometimes things just come together, eh, Danny?
oh, buddy, yes, 100%.
That's special. So then I'm outside. I'm waiting. I'm sipping my beer, and I'm waiting outside. And then all of a sudden, here comes fucking. I'm not drinking until Christmas. And he walks out, doesn't even look at me. He just cracks open a King Can Coors Light, and he said something to the tune of, "I need a silver bullet because I'm a werewolf."
No, yeah. But that's what it was like. I don't know, because when I like it when it's like you're like, oh, okay, you're not anticipating me to drinking, or your Danny's not going to come out.
It's a nice treat.
Yeah, or it's like something where you're like, oh, Danny's not going to be out there, or he's going to, and then I surprise people with it. And so I was like, I looked at that, and then I'm like, fuck, man, tonight could be like really fun, and I missed the taste of a Coors Light, and I was like, fuck, dude. And the mountains were all blue. I knew it was cold, and I was like,
she's
fuck
crisp.
I'm getting it. So then I just wanted to come out there, surprise you with a nice little crack.
They so often too have like the bottom of it is like egged out.
Oh,
on
yeah,
it, 'cause
yeah,
those guys
yeah.
are just throwing these boxes in there.
What's it? Not concave? What's
Concave.
Convexed.
Convexed.
Yeah.
Convection.
Convectional oven.
Is that what's happening?
No, it's what is it? A concave. And then what's the opposite of it?
Incaved?
No, there's concaved and then convexed, right?
I don't know.
Convexed is when it goes like an hourglass, and concaved is when it comes out.
Welcome to two fucking idiots trying to figure out a can of beer.
But am I right though? I'm right? There's concave and convex.
I think you are right, Danny.
Damn.
I'm going to give it to you either way.
Thanks, bro.
I don't know shit.
Look, I got my card hard hat on. It's fucking hardworking people.
I looked at our comments today because it's so funny. Anytime we get like any negative remarks in our comment section, this guy's on it within 2 minutes, and he replies to everybody. So if you ever want to fucking throw some shit, but I was just looking at them, and you told the guy that his content was as solid as a soup sandwich.
Yeah.
I think that's what my brain is right now, is a soup sandwich after these. So because
I'm not
gonna
gonna lie though, man. When we tied one off last night, and then you went to bed, and then I just stayed up because I ended up eating that. You got 25 milligram gummy too. I ate the Tootsie Roll gummy, and then I just stayed up till like 6 a.m. playing like Cyberpunk,
Danny,
just trying to level up my fucking smart shotgun.
You delivered me a bowl of popcorn right before I fell asleep.
Yeah,
big bowl of popcorn. I woke up at 8 a.m. and there was just a bowl of popcorn in my bed. Some of it scattered around the bed. And I woke up and just hammered this bowl of popcorn at 8 in the morning and went right back to sleep.
That's one of my favorite things. Like, I love eating in bed, and a lot of my ex-girlfriends didn't like it because you would get like little crumbs in there. But my favorite thing is like when you
Cookie Monster.
Yeah, Cookie Monster. They call me a little crumb fucker because I fucking on the crumbs of last night's meal. But what I do is I love it, man. Like an otter, I'll lay on there. I'll have the bowl of popcorn on my chest, and I'll just eat. Or if I have a bag of chips, I'll take the chip bag.
You know what I like to do?
What?
I like to mix the chips in with a popcorn.
I know, but I'm a popcorn purist.
Oh, wow.
Can't do that. Even my dad, when we'd go to the movie theaters, my dad would love to put
M&Ms.
peanut M&Ms in there,
he's a
or
smart man.
Sour Patch Kids, but I just didn't like it.
No.
But what I love to do is when you eat a bowl of popcorn and then you fall asleep and then you wake up to like a popcorn kernel on your rib cage and you go, and then you eat it and then go right back to sleep.
You're banging your girl with a Dunkaroo fucking stuck to your ball sack.
Oh yeah, she's got a fucking crispy thin right to her forehead while I'm just pounding it against the end of the board. Just boom, 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 boom. And then I take a little snack. I call it a little fucking sack snack.
Lick your forehead off.
Yeah. She's got a little
That's for
Triscuit.
me.
Triscuit on my nutsack.
Triscuit on her biscuit.
Yeah. Look at that, eh?
Listen, dude.
And a lot of cream cheese, baby.
It's been a fucking week. We'll check in.
Okay.
Let's check in, man.
I guess I'll go first with the mental check-in. You know, I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling like a 7. I feel a little bit maybe like I feel a little bit saddened almost in an aspect of like I wanted to go till Christmas to have a couple drinks, but I had a couple last night and today. Shows were okay. I froned my whole like September because I thought I was gonna go and do Skankfest and then LA and all that shit, but then I canceled that because we have more pressing matters here.
We got things to take care of.
We got more
here.
pressing matters in the city, and
we got full schedules and empty bank accounts, Danny.
Yeah, but that's okay. That means we can only fill our bank account.
That's right.
Exactly. So, so all around, I'd probably say I'm sitting at like a 6.2, or not a 6.2. Sorry, 7.2, and that's what I would say.
Okay.
There's a couple things where I'm like, oh fuck.
So you're a little sad.
No, I'm just mediocre.
Yeah.
Mediocre.
All right. Well,
But last night when we were having a good time on that patio, because
dude, you know what?
Last night was fucking great.
Yeah, it made me happy because you came out there, you cracked a Coors Light, and 25 minutes later you were wearing a fucking Carhartt hat, smoking pot out of an apple.
And then another thing
out of a fucking Granny Smith apple.
Yeah,
that brought me joy.
But another thing that kind of like almost set myself into a bit of a, I don't know, reevaluational state was when Rachel was like, she's like, oh, you like to deprive yourself of things. You like to kind of like set, like whether you're not eating treats or whether you're not like drinking, you like to deprive yourself.
You're always making a meal of it in front of everybody. Oh, I wish I could.
Wish I could.
Being a self-righteous prick
not
at the
even
fucking
like
bar.
That. The only time I'm self-righteous is when you're talking to these fucking losers at 3 a.m. going, hey, and I'm like, yo, Jared, clean it up. Let's get the fuck out of here. And you go, I gotta send Uber, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'm like, I'm not worrying about the transportation of the Uber or the way to get home. I'm worried about these fucking losers.
But I did get you home.
You did get me home. We did get a little chopped cheese and stuff. But there's a point where you get to a time in the night and you're like,
careful, Danny.
Yeah, because I had to think it through because there's these little fucking critters around this place that we hang out. They come out and they come out at a certain time and the usual suspects are gone, and then these little
finks.
Yeah, little fucking rat fink bastards come in and they're annoying as shit. They're like pretentious open micers that don't even do comedy, and then they're like, and they're just like, they're vampires. They're soul sucks, dude.
Succubus.
Yeah, well, but like not even in a succubus. Like at least with a succubus, you get a smash and stuff. But like this one, just this one. I've never met a person.
There's one that really bugs you.
Really irks
really
me,
bugs you since day one.
Since day one,
and I find him amusing.
You find him amusing, but I can't stand this human being. And there's very few individuals, bro, that I've just like immediately seen them.
It's palpable with you when you're in the room with him. Like,
oh yeah, dude. And then he still tries to stir up conversations with me and like do like these cool like things. And you're like, I'd like, if it was a different time in my life, I would have been like, bro, like get away from me or I'm gonna piece you up right now. But instead, I just look at him and go, man, I don't like you. Like, there's no. I
think you have been clear with him.
Several times.
Yeah, you have
several times.
Yeah,
dude. And he still wants to try and befriend me, and then he uses you to get close to me.
He buys me a drink,
and then he's floating in the orbit.
Yeah.
And then he always is like, "Can I get you this,
Jupiter, buddy?"
Yeah, he'll always ask me, "Can I get you something?" And I go, "Yeah." The one thing you can get me,
the fuck away from me,
and give me peace. And then he'll be like, and you're like,
he's like, always,
when he talks, bro, I don't even listen to him. I just look at him and I'm like, man, what I would love to see is a fucking Bixie bike just take you out right now. You know what I mean? Like a city bike where he goes to do his stupid little like, I'm a friend of yours act out.
There's a cartwheel into the middle of the street.
Yeah, buddy. And then like and then a rogue Tesla just smokes him.
Yeah, well.
But I don't know why
you upped that from a Bixie bike to straight up
vehicular manslaughter. Well, no, I'll take the Tesla back, but like definitely I want to see this guy get smoked by a city bike.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. It is, you know what, I do have it's hard,
but there's a point.
It's hard to peel me off of that bar stool.
I
once
know
I get
it is,
going,
and I was just trying so hard to get you off, but it's like. I was trying so hard to get you off, Jared.
I like to hold court, you know?
Yeah, but you're not even holding court. You're just holding a fucking...
I'm just holding it together, dude. I'm
yeah.
holding it together with gum. That's what I'm doing.
It's not even court, dude. It's these guys that are like...
Just trying really hard not to cry in public.
And then it's funny though, but I timed you. You're like, yeah.
Oh, I'm always giving you a little bit of rope. I say, Danny, let me have one more. Danny, why don't you see? I heard the midnight show might be happening. Why don't you go back?
And then I peek my head in, and then I come back 40 minutes later.
Sometimes you come back, you're like, I did a spot. I'm done. It's over. I gotta go now. And I'm like, Danny, just settle down.
But it was fun though. I will say though, I enjoyed staying there, catching up with people, but then also like talking. Like
I might have told a girl to take a hike though.
You did. You called her.
No, I didn't say anything bad, but she tried.
What do you mean? You called her a cunt, dude.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, listen, you don't fucking make fun of my Blink 182 shirt, okay?
But the best though was it was like they were like, "Oh, we're the Canadians, we're the Canadians," and then they're the worst things ever. And Chris Vaga just goes off on these people, and he's like shitting on Canada so hard. And I'm standing there and like staring at him. I'm like, you could see.
Well, here's the thing that we have dealt with here a lot is that anytime there's like another Canadian, right? They always think that we're just like on the same team.
Yeah.
And then you realize, because actually we had that experience when we first got here on a
Then you have like interprovincial beefs that still follow you and stuff. And you're like, oh my God.
We met these two guys at the bar who were Canadian, and they're talking to us. And after a while, I'm like, these guys are a fucking zero, dude. Like I forgot, because I guess
But there was that almost the little switch up though too, because those girls that they were with are like fans of ours, and then so they were talking to us, and then they had like,
yeah, they're nice, but like,
yeah, but they had like a little switch where these dudes were like, oh, what the fuck, and like we were like, what are you doing?
Well, it just reminded you, because I was like still new here, so it was kind of nice to like to run into like Canadians. But then I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, there was a lot of people I didn't like when I lived there. Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like that camaraderie ends pretty fucking quickly. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you're a guy that I would not have hung out with in Canada.
One of the folks that was with these annoying Canadians. It was actually a Parisian French guy, Benoit.
Benoit.
Anyway, I enjoyed the conversation I had with him until that guy or whatever the fuck, Jungle Boy or whoever it was, he had that big ass hair.
Yeah.
And then he was going around and he was so drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Screaming,
Tarzan. He was swinging on the vines.
Yeah,
dude.
Man. And he's screaming at you, and you pass him to me. And then I'm like, oh, and he goes, you a Leafs fan? I go, oh, no, but Jared's a Leafs fan. He would love to talk to you about the Leafs.
He was like one of those fucking, like
we were
those
playing ping pong with the drunk dude.
No, one of those inflatable clowns that you punch and it just keeps popping. Keep popping
with the
up
water
in
at the
face.
base.
Danny, can I check in?
Yes, you can. I'm sorry.
Because I'm a 2. No, I'm good, dude.
No, you're not a 2.
I'm not a 2.
Don't lie to yourself.
I'm not. I'm a 1.5.
1.5?
No, I feel good, dude. I actually had a good week. Yes, I got into the drinks a bit this weekend, but it's fine. We had a good time. I had some good nights out there. I had some fun shows. We had a great rooftop hang here.
We did.
So I've enjoyed it. I'm going to ring in at like a 7. So I said last night.
We are floating at the same time.
You did me a favor by forcing me out of the house last night to go do like a show, which was great. Yep. And then I forced you into the gym today because I was like, we've missed 2 days. We cannot miss 3. I would have felt like shit if we missed the gym again today.
Tit pump.
Yeah. So we went and we actually ended up doing a good workout. We did like a good 90-minute hungover workout, which is like, I like going to the gym hungover. You just feel like you're going to puke the whole time. High chance of injury.
I like it when it's like
sucks,
and you're working out and you know the workout's not like enough to induce this amount of sweat coming out.
No,
you're
it's
like,
bad.
Oh, there's the liquor.
Well, yeah, and you get that like that vodka drip in your eye.
Yeah,
but I felt 100% better after we worked out.
Yeah,
worked out, showered, feel good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm coming in 7.5. 7.5 right now. I'm doing all right.
I believe this is the first time that you have ever been higher than me.
Yeah. What were you?
7.2.
7.2. That can't be right. Something's off.
7.5.
I'm gonna say 7.5 because I'm.
I'll float with you at the same time.
No, because I think that we got a good week ahead of us. Mm-hmm. We got some shit planned that we're gonna be doing. Yep.
We locked down a good guest.
Got some stuff. We locked in a great guest for a couple weeks from now.
Yep.
And yeah, so no, dude, I went and did a show with our good pal Richie Redding.
Oh yes,
in Bernardsville, New Jersey, on Friday night.
Yes,
That was Friday, right?
Yeah, it was Friday because I met
Friday
you.
night. And now this place is interesting. I'll show you something. So it's like a very quaint looking town. Like it's kind of like that all American looking town. Like the houses are nice. It's right on the water.
Okay, yeah. Something that you'd see almost in the start of a true crime kind of like.
It's like a little Nantucket.
Okay.
Yeah. All the time. One
It
of
was
those
a
towns.
nice, quainty town, seaside
Things like
state.
this aren't supposed to happen here.
Yeah.
Yet they do
Yeah.
all the time. But no, I found it so it's interesting though. Like I was doing a show, it was like a dinner and a show thing. Average age in that fucking audience must have been like 70 years old, like the front row anyway. Like I was looking at all these
Gray hairs.
Silver foxes.
which was fine. I dug into them a little bit. We had a good time. Show was fun, but it's like a very conservative place. I guess Trump plays golf like 5 minutes from this place. There's a golf course that he frequents out there. So a lot of it's the vibe, right?
Sounds like my kind of people.
Yeah, you'd like it out there. But then I found it. So I think it was like 1988, the year of my birth, Daniel. Mike Tyson lived there for a year, and it really like stirred shit up.
Heavyweight champ.
Yeah, he bought this big fucking mansion there. He was married to Robin Givens.
Robin Givens.
Is that her name?
I don't know.
Robin Givens. So he lived there, but it was great because the guy told me this story when he's there.
Robin Givens, white woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he told me this story about how Tyson had thrown a fucking couch through the front window of his house.
God bless him.
Like the cops had to come. He was called. The police were called simply to calm him down.
Yeah.
Right. So
What are you gonna do? Arrest him?
So I read up on it today, and so this the police chief at that time, he says, and this is the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So he comes out, he's like, yeah, this is just a domestic violence incident, not unlike many others, except for the fact that it involves a public figure. But then he goes on to say, the man has done nothing wrong. It's his home. He's entitled to do anything he pleases, provided no one is injured. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's what being a homeowner's about.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
If you can't whip a Chesterfield through
your
the
own
bay
window?
fucking window, is that your home?
That's like a
Is that your home?
That, where it's like, what are you doing? You go, fuck off! This is my
But-
property, and you just get to destroy.
Oh, that's what I always talk about, the idea of like living out in the fucking country because you can just be nuts.
Yeah.
You can just be nuts. Go
But there's
cut a tree
almost
down.
a layer of like pure blissfulness where you can be as like country as you want on your own property and your own like.
Fuck yeah. Well, and you got this money, you got mansion money and
Yeah.
shit too, right? But
And
this
it's
is
like your kid Dynamite at that time, world heavyweight. You're probably what in '89. He's how old?
Oh, dude, no,
Probably
he
like
was. This is the
25?
height of his fucking career.
Yeah.
This is like he's 20. I think he was 22 years old.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking banging, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's got that prison body.
Prison body.
Fuck
he's
yeah.
got yes, the what? I might be a convicted
He was
rapist.
doing some horrible shit.
Yeah.
I mean, no one.
Yeah, maybe
No one said he was like a good guy, but
you know, I got my problems. I got my issues. You know, I'm a convicted rapist. Whatever. So what? I'm a father. I'm a semi-decent husband. That's my favorite
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
where he goes, "I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a semi-decent husband." Like,
dude, hey,
he knows.
honest.
That it's okay.
He's honest, bro.
Yeah.
But get this: the fight when he whipped the couch through the window, and several other things. He
Yeah.
unloaded, like he refurnished.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
like if you're throwing
But-
a Chesterfield through your window, like that's probably your third thing you've thrown through. You know, what I
Can't
mean?
be the first thing you go for. You have
No.
to imagine she was sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
And then he threw like maybe a
probably
potted
threw-
plant or something
Yeah.
through the window. And then, actually, I think it said there's a big sugar bowl. He threw a sugar bowl, which is probably fucking filled with cocaine.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. Mike
Wow,
Tyson.
a little sugar for the mind.
He wouldn't throw that out the window. Though,
No,
would he?
he threw it right in his nose.
Yeah, crawling around the lawn, looking at the grass. No, but dude, so this the fight was started because Robin and her mom were on 2020 with Barbara Walters, Baba Wawa.
Oh, okay.
Remember Baba Wawa?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And the women portrayed Tyson as a frightening person to live with.
Oh, so then you
So
throw.
then he came home and goes, "You want to see something?
You want to see me be frightened?
Yeah.
You want to see me be frightened? All these things I get you, all the things I do. You want me to frighten you?
Tyson says he's a manic depressive. So yeah, you're scary to live with.
Depressive is when like you just get depressed, like.
Well, manic though
severely,
is
right?
like you're spinning. Like your mind is like you're very. When someone's manic, that it usually comes off as like high energy. Like
crazy,
yeah,
right?
and it's like kind of over. I've been manic.
Oh yeah, so then people say I'm manic.
Yeah, Maniac is what they're
Maniac,
calling you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's close.
I'm a maniac on the floor.
But so
And I'm acting out like I've never acted
he also
before.
grabbed a he grabbed a fire poker and he just ran around the house smacking windows out. So do you think this was one of those crazy power plays where he's like, "This is my money, my fucking house"?
Yeah,
and
maybe.
He just started tearing it up. Whatever.
That's
turns
almost
out
like
confirmed. Frightening person to live with.
to
Mike
have
Tyson.
like there's a layer of like when you got almost a little bit of fuck you money. Like I've done that almost before where I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
But this is like he's forgive me, I was just topping up the babe mug there. He's when you go into a small town and you're like a big figure like that, like first of all, there's already ripples just when you move there.
Yeah.
Then we do something like this. I think that's what you would call that's a ruckus.
Yeah.
That's a ruckus in that.
And then
town.
he's just in the local farmer's market,
Yeah.
just getting his beats.
yeah, it was a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that if you had to see it. I'm not usually like that. I was just a little bit fired up.
was a little
I
manic.
was a little bit sad, so I had to do something a bit angry. I'm getting ready for a fight.
Got soup sandwich brain up there too, right?
Yeah.
So,
But the thing is about Mike Tyson, I don't think he's like punch drunk in a sense. You know what I mean?
well, he never. I don't know how much he at that stage in his career. I don't think he was getting hit.
No, he wasn't.
a lot. He
No.
was knocking people the fuck out, right?
30 seconds fight and people
Yeah,
are getting
yeah.
pissed off.
Uh-huh. So, but yeah, to just like go into like a town and stir shit up
That
like
was
that.
the only kind of
And it was 1 year. So he
Yeah.
was like the bad boy from out of town that came in,
Yeah.
fucked shit up and left.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. A lot of people, you read articles where they got upset because they'd want to, like, the fight was always over in 30 seconds of the first round and stuff. And the only time I've ever really felt that was when I watched McGregor punch out Aldo in like 35 seconds. And then the fight was over. And I literally just got to the bar.
That's the thing with boxing specifically. I mean, any fight really, but like with boxing is like you pay like fucking $60 or whatever for this
For
pay-per-view and it's
yeah.
over in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what a lot of people were getting pissed off about.
Uh-huh.
Like there was a whole little like fuss where some people like because I never watched Tyson fight at all, right? I never really was a boxing fan. I don't think I was old enough to watch him like fight
Not in
careers.
his prime, really.
But you'd always hear like the old people kind of being like, "Oh yeah, like Tyson was a good fighter, but I didn't buy the pay-per-views and all that shit, and I didn't want to watch it because it was over in 30 seconds."
Still pretty cool to see though.
100%.
Just taking someone's top off.
Yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
ding ding ding, and then he's punched out within 30 seconds.
Danny at the Williamsburg Comedy Club at 3 a.m.
Yeah, looking at that fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But then you always do these things too, dude, which kind of makes me uncomfortable. And you go, "Oh yeah, he's a unit, eh? You wouldn't want him to wrestle." That
Oh, I love
guy, eh?"
getting. No, I love getting you. Like, yeah, dude. I like.
Yeah,
I
you
put you
went
on
on
display
it,
like
you
a horse.
Yeah.
We're out there like, look at him.
Yeah.
He'll go ya.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
fucking go ya. And
Give
you're
me
always
go,
like,
eh?
oh man. And we were at my buddy's bachelor party. I'm like, come on, dude. Just say it. Me and you could fuck these guys up right now. The guy's like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, Danny, say something. You're like, oh, I don't know. No, you're all bashful, but I know inside you're like, I'd fucking do it.
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I know. I do like to do that because I know it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And
you're like,
so-
"Oh yeah, he'll get you. Hey, don't worry about it.
you want to see something, Danny?
Yeah.
Danny, get over here.
Like-
Take his shirt off.
My cock's all fucking hard. Like I just saw some meeting thing. Like I'm a sim. Oh, look at him. He'll get you in the last 30.
Oh yeah, dude.
No, but
That's funny.
I don't know. It's nice, but it's just like that's the one thing where it was like one of my 2.5 years of sobriety where I learned that like there's a certain cutoff in a bar where you're like, let's get the fuck out of
And
here.
there you are again with the self-righteous shit.
Well, no, but it's like I don't know, man. I'm down
I'm
for
kidding.
whatever.
Of course, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
just-
it's a no. You're right. You're
Look in the
100
mirror, Jared.
Oh.
If you want to cause a problem, look in the mirror.
I took down all the mirrors in the house, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
have to
did,
see
dude.
myself.
All I got is the
dude.
one over there.
Every now and then, though, you know what I mean.
Every now and then I look at myself and I
I
get
used to
a
have
little
that. I used to
alone.
have a joke actually way back in the day about the saddest moment was because this is when I was like early 20s and. When you're nuking a hot dog, you're just standing there in your fucking boxers nuking a hot dog, and then when it dings and the light goes off, you just see your reflection in the microwave,
bit of a belly.
just anticipating a split wiener.
Did you? I always liked cut it. I always would do a couple.
Never,
slits.
bro.
I'd do a little slits.
I like a
and then
spider dog though. You ever done a spider dog on the fire?
No.
You fucking you cut it like you do like a cross cut in the top of the wiener. Right? Like halfway through, basically. And then when you put it over the fire, it opens up like a spider.
Okay, I would
beautiful,
always
Danny.
cut little
You get, like-
slits, and then they would go into a little.
You get like burnt ends. Look at those fingers, dude. Those are. That's a cocktail wiener.
Yeah, it's part of my eldest standus.
That is your eldest standus, dude. How is your elder, dude?
Eldest standus
Let's
is
check
doing.
the elasticity of your face right now. So, holy fuck, dude! You can pull your neck over your nose.
Dude, I'm like that. The spitter, from Jurassic Park.
Like I see the dude. Could you kindly remove the card heart for a moment and show the hairpiece action that the guy caught you doing on the subway?
Oh yeah, a guy caught me. So I got, as we have the haircut, the bowl cut. Now I can go.
Yeah, look at that. You got to get the side profile though. There it is. The entire top of his head for the listener just moves back and forth. It does look like you're wearing a hairpiece.
Oh yeah,
It's fucking
I
great.
felt bad though because the bald.
He was bald,
and
Yeah.
then he's laughing, and I go, I know it's my hairpiece, and then he went,
Then he stopped laughing
Yeah.
immediately. Yeah, that's right. You bald fuck.
yeah, a little one punch,
Dude,
man.
and then we had we were on the subway, the late night subway last night, coming back.
talking about the ketamine.
I was telling Danny a ketamine story about going into a K-hole for another time. But I was telling that, and I noticed this guy sitting off the side. Remember, he was like holding a record. He looked like a kid coming from a candy store. He was the biggest smile on his face. We realized he was listening to the whole story. And then after, we just threw to him, and then he told us his ketamine story, and then we got off.
Yeah, and he
Great.
wanted.
That's a community.
He wanted to continue.
Yeah, he didn't.
tell he didn't
we
want us to leave.
our bodies were fully turned. I was so happy it was our stop.
just like this?
Yeah, that's great, dude. Giving him the owl,
Yeah.
just fucking head cranked back. That's fantastic.
Yeah, he was. It was an interesting guy for sure. Yeah, I had his one record sitting in the corner, smiling like Elijah Wood in fucking Sin City with his glasses.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. The eyes.
Yeah.
What, dude? What were we talking about too the other day? We dealt with a we know another guy.
We know another guy. Oh, the aggressive handshake.
Oh my god,
over the
dude.
top back slap.
You know these motherfuckers that want to shake your hand to they try to crush your fucking hand as like some sort of a statement, like they're trying to pee in the corners of the room and let you know that they're that they have arrived.
Where they see you and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" But then they give you a
Big
high five all the way from here, like you're tossing a javelin
why?
in the finals of the Olympics, and you just fucking boom, and you're like, "Oh, my palm!" And then it's a 2-piece back slap that basically, if you had dentures, that shoot through his forehead.
I fucking hate it, dude. And now I feel like I do go in for firm handshakes because I don't want to be the guy that's like,
well,
on the wrong end of
handshake.
it.
You got to go in for a firm.
You got to,
handshake.
dude. You got to lock it up. Give
But
it a
there's no
squeeze.
need to
No, but
aggressively.
his handshakes are nuts too.
Yeah.
They're yeah, dude. That guy's trying to pull your fucking arm off.
Oh, if you look in his eyes, you realize there's nothing there.
Oh, dude.
Hollowness, bro. Like you're looking at one of those White Walkers from the fucking Game
being-
of Thrones, bro.
Oh,
Just
dude.
blue eyes.
Yeah.
Blue eyes, fucking white dragon.
You throw a little jam around his lips and it'll look like you bit the throat out of a fucking gazelle.
Oh,
Just look like a predator. Yeah, wild. But that we're being pretty judgmental this week.
oh, what can you do, right? We're hard on ourselves.
That's okay. But then I because you had me thinking when you were talking about that guy, this dude. What's that guy's name? Dude, I brought him up to you at the gym today.
I can't remember.
The
But
salesman.
he's the sales CEO, like Jack dude. He's like the fucking
One of these like snake oil dudes on social media who is constantly just telling you. It's one of those guys you got to own 11 houses.
Own 11
However-
houses, drive 15 cars, have 18 packs of abs on your body.
Well,
and
his thing is, right, he's like, if he doesn't hire people without a six-pack,
Yeah.
right? He's like, if you don't have a fucking six-pack, you're not working for me.
Well, I even remember one of his videos too, where he's just like, "You think your life's together? You think you got everything? You think you're okay? I want everybody in this room to look down at your stomach. You got a 6-pack? What happened there then, huh? Your life's so in control? You don't got a 6-pack? Tell me, you've been making some wrong choices."
And you know this guy's committed white-collar crimes. Like, he's just a piece of shit. But no, why I thought of that is because I saw one of his videos this morning where he's talking about when you shake a man's hand and the first thing they see is a bicep vein. The first thing I see is a bicep vein. It's just instant respect.
Yeah.
Like, if this man takes care of himself, how's he going to take care of me?
He doesn't even work out. He's just got varicose veins in his arm.
Yeah. Oh, man. No, but like how fucking, what a pompous prick.
Oh, yeah.
The first thing you see is a bicep vein.
You know I'm legit.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know, man. I think that we would go the other way here at the Dude Buddy Pod if we were gonna hire people for our little empire. I want pieces of shit. I want a guy wearing pajamas at fucking 3 in the afternoon. They say surround yourself with people who are doing better than yourself. And so, never be the smartest person in the room. Yeah. I disagree. You get 5 or 6 just absolute plugs, and you're just gonna feel like a king, dude. Yeah, that's why I stay so late at that bar.
Oh yeah, so you can feel good about yourself.
I gotta wait for the.
I did 2 shows here. What did you do?
Yeah, can I buy you a beer? And plus it's like if we have a couple like fatties in here, like a couple like big dudes, just some solid thick guys, they're eating, so we could just be like, hey man, we're a little bit late this week.
Dude, I knew a guy that in college, and he was one of those guys, how I call you in the room to be like, Jerry, this guy beat the shit out of you. Yeah, they bring him in just to like chug beers, like he's that guy, and his name was Kitchen, dude. That's a fucking great name for a unit. He's the fridge, the oven, the stove, everything, dude. Yeah. Kitchen. And this guy would just come in and skull like fucking 5 beers in a row. He's got the key attached to his pants.
Quick puncture.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. I love to see it, dude.
Me too. That's my favorite thing. Like, honestly, dude, like... That's why I have this newfound appreciation for beers and like liquor, because I just love shotgunning and slamming, and there's nothing more.
We shotgunned one here last night.
Yeah, there's nothing more exciting than just being able to put back like a 1.5 second shotgun and then look at people and be like, "What's up?" And then to be
nothing on the planet Earth excites you more than that.
No, a lot does.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like when it comes to the atmosphere of like partying and drinking, was when you just
sick.
Go from puncture to like.
And every group needs a guy.
Oh yeah,
that can do it.
And let me tell you,
you got to have a ringer,
buddy. I like.
You got it in you.
It is in me, and I love it. And that's the thing where it was like, dude, like college was sick. I love it. Where it's like, and you as a 33-year-old, you can't bring it out all the time. But when it's just like, yo, it's go time, and that's why I'm excited for when like I get to actually collectively drink amongst this community.
Yeah, because you get to flex on them a little bit.
Yeah, and be like,
what's
sad
when you're just drunk all of the time. But when you come out.
But I want to give them that. I want to give them that energy that I gave you when I walked out of that thing, cracked, and I just looked at you and went, oh, yeah.
Yeah, cut to you pissing off the roof.
Smiling in my car.
Yeah, waving your dong around in the wind.
Yeah, well, fuck, what can you do, right?
There was times last night where we kind of forgot we were downtown Brooklyn, I think. Like, we were acting like we were at a fucking field party, man.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, man. That's the pleasure about 2R is like we have the access to that roof. We have our own thing. And to be honest, man, like a lot of these people in this building, sometimes they'll get a little too fucked up and crazy, and like we have to add to it.
It's something, dude. Yes, some people do get out of hand. That's where you need to require some discipline.
Yeah.
Right? Which, I mean, nobody hands it out like our bad buddy of the week, Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un, dude.
He was on one.
Killed 30 people because of flood in his place.
They were officials, right? They were like government officials.
Yeah, he murdered 30, or it was either 30. 30 murdered.
Ordered to have 30 of them killed.
Yeah, or executed 30 of his officials because a flood in North Korea killed 40 or killed 4,000. He didn't
think that they acted properly on it. Now he knocked out an entire cabinet of people.
And this is not the first. Clear the caucus.
One time.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un executes 30 officials over floods in North Korea that killed 4,000. So what's an extra 30? You know what I mean?
He one time fed his naked uncle to a pit of starving dogs in front of his entire cabinet.
Really?
Yeah. Like he made them all watch, dude. Like that's real shit. And it was right around the time, dude, that he had told Dennis Rodman that he had to clean his act up before he could come back because he was a little out of control.
Yeah, he was drinking too much.
He fed his fucking uncle to a pack of dogs. He's like, listen, dude, Dennis Rodman took a shit in the hallway in a North Korean hotel. That's something. Dude, there's guys going to jail for like life for taking a poster off of the wall in North Korea.
Or because they got a haircut that's different than the Supreme Leader.
And I have to say, shitting in a hallway is at least 2 steps above taking a poster off the wall.
Yeah, you're putting a poster on the floor.
But he loves him. Loves the Rodman.
Oh, yeah.
He was over there as like an ambassador to like,
He was a U.S. ambassador for basketball.
Just started partying.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Well, this guy's got literal control of everything over there. And then, yeah, I remember him
But you're
basically
talking to a guy
he got
that-
sent home, and they're like, you got to clean your act. We
Yeah.
love you, Dennis.
Yeah, but you're also talking to a guy that like in the midst of like your championship for the NBA, you're flying to Vegas for 3 days just so you can party and bang.
Still
chicks
did his job, dude.
and then come back.
Did his job.
100%.
Yeah, that relationship that's got to be a top 10 dude buddy fucking
Oh yeah,
combination. Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman. That's the one nobody asked for, but we definitely needed.
good
Two
dude,
fucking maniacs.
good dude, good buddies. One guy's a good dude, the other one's a bad dude.
Probably bad dudes, good buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis Rodman, good dude.
Is he a good dude?
I think so.
I mean, I respect the things he did on the court.
But in his personal life, you think he's a bad dude?
I don't know. It's always with Dennis because he was such a eccentric person. Like he seemed mentally ill,
Yeah.
right?
He was just
Like,
a
it's
wild spirit, though.
Like he had a lot of demons.
yeah,
He had a
we
lot
all
of
do.
fucking sure do, Danny.
Do.
Sure do.
Some of them creep up. Agents of Shaitan coming to a Bud Light near you.
Oh, dude, put a lid on it, man. Put a lid on it.
cannot. It must stay open.
But yeah, dude. Well, speaking of sports, it's first it's NFL Sunday. The football's back, and I still can't place a fucking bet.
Not because you don't have
this
the money,
country.
because you just don't have the access. But
I
you-
need to have photo ID. I need state photo ID of some kind. I think it needs to be a driver's license.
No, it just
I have
needs-
my social
we
security
can,
number.
We can go get a New York City identification card.
Well, I got
We can do it.
friend of ours yesterday offered that I simply just have to Venmo him.
You literally have like 3 people that bet excessively that have told you don't need to go through your own thing. And I
got-
think it's almost better that way. That you go through other people, because then they could be a filter of be like, yo, man, like, you sure you want to bet?
We got a buddy who I won't dox him on this one, but for during COVID, he was here in New York. I was in Toronto, and he had a Canadian account. You can't bet across. Like, I can't even bet in a different province when I'm in Canada, right?
No.
You can use like a VPN, I guess, to fuck them up, but even that's
That
not
is
working.
true, yeah.
It's
I
not
was
working
trying to
here.
do my fucking sports betting in Ontario, and I couldn't
can't.
do it because I didn't have an Alberta.
I couldn't bet when
IP
I was
address.
in. I had I had our pal Paul placing bets for me when I was in Winnipeg during the Stanley Cup. So, but anyways, this guy's a fucking. He's a heavy. He's a sharp. He's a big gambler, big sports bettor, and he's actually good. Like he wins, and I was always fascinated by his brain when it came to betting, and then I got the greatest access to it because he was in New York, I was there, he had money in a Canadian account, he could not access it. So for every day and it was COVID, I was bored, right? So every day, sports had just kind of come back at that time, and every day for 7 months, I was like his bookie. Like, he would call me, he would hit me up in the morning.
You got to see the
He'd
access
hit me
of
up
all
in
of
the
his
morning.
stuff.
Well, I got to place the bets. I got to see the amount he was placing, anywhere from like $200 to $300 per game on like 6 or 7 games a day. And then I would like tail a lot of them with my own account, right? But dude, so at the end of it, he's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll give you some money. And my payout for that was the election was coming up. It was right before Biden got into office, and the bet he made through me, he goes, yeah, okay, he goes, because they're waiting for Pennsylvania to come through, who's going to vote Pennsylvania. He's like, give me 200 on Sleepy Joe.
I love how like you could literally bet on anything.
Oh, of course you can, America, motherfucker. So he put 200 on Sleepy Joe, and then that took. You don't get paid for the presidential bets until they're inaugurated.
Oh,
Right, so I don't wait. I threw. So, anyways, he took.
just in case there's some kind of mismatch or whatever.
So I don't know. It's just it has to be final, right? So then he cashed out all of his money and he made money. Like he came out good. And then I just waited for the Sleepy Joe bet to come through, and then when that came through, that was my payment for doing it. So it was like $400 or something, but it was fun just to like, get in there.
Oh yeah,
I
you
wanted
see the
to
ins
see
and
them
outs.
because
about-
the
mind of a gambler.
I'm betting like $30. Again, like I don't bet big like that. I bet what I can afford to lose without it being.
Buddy,
an
I don't
issue.
even-
And then I just take breaks. Like I'll be like, if I deposit some money and I lose it and stuff, I'll take my foot off the gas for a while and then I'll come back to it.
I despise like the stress of gambling. Like I want to enjoy the sport, so if I put money on it, I won't enjoy it.
But I enjoy it a lot. Where like I had Paul play some bets for me during the Stanley Cup Finals this year too, because like once my teams are out, for me to really be invested, I like to throw some action.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I usually almost never bet on my teams when it's like when the games matter. Like in the
then it's
playoffs,
almost like-
I don't touch it. Unless
It's almost like
I,
bad juju though. Where
No,
you're, like,
unless I
betting on it.
really have a good feeling they're going to win, I'll hammer my team because I'm like, fucking, I'm already cheering for them.
Yeah.
But I won't, even if I know it's the smart bet, I have a really, really, really hard time betting against my team. I won't really do it
Yeah.
because that fucks me up because I'm like cheering, part of me is like, well, it's almost nice because it's hedging in the sense that if your team loses, you're going to be sad, but you got paid
You
for
win,
it.
yeah.
Right? I don't
But then
know.
it's a slippery slope where it's just like I even
Sure
watched
is,
my
Danny.
brother where he's like, oh, he's gambling all throughout the Premier League, won like many years ago, and just to watch this guy ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs, and you're like, man, I just want to watch like.
Yeah, but that's fine. If you're just enjoying it, and like again, if you're betting like what you can afford,
he wasn't
to bet,
enjoying it.
It's
It
when
was-
you're looking up like women's Chinese soccer at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
now we
yeah.
got a fucking problem.
Yeah, small little Division 2 ping pongs.
And you can't even watch it. You're just watching like the score
Yeah,
on a tablet.
yeah,
You can't,
yeah.
if there's no stream for it.
Yeah.
If you're having to watch any stream and it's a foreign language stream to keep up with your bet, you're probably in shit now.
Yeah, you're using a different IP address just so you can get the like stream.
You're using the library computer.
Yeah,
Just-
you
it
got
can't
4
be-
iPads going and everything
Yeah,
like
it
that.
can't be traced back to you.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a guy in Singapore just relaying a whole bunch of stuff to you on like the ins and outs of the indie scene over there, and you're like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?"
I mean, just using real bookies is a whole other fucking thing. The guy that can actually knock on your door. You know?
It's a nice
The
little
bone
Saturday night special, and I'm not talking about the movie
Yeah.
you're watching at night.
The Bone Collector.
Oh,
right?
dude, that was a really good movie.
The Bone Collector, was that with
That was with
Morgan
Jennifer
Freeman?
Lopez and Denzel Washington.
Oh, Denzel. Ooh,
yeah.
I confused.
What?
Is that Morgan Freeman? No, it's Denzel. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're all the same actors, eh?
Oh, yeah.
I would put Denzel higher than Morgan Freeman.
Well, yeah, Morgan Freeman's a little bit of a weirdo now, too, we know.
Why?
Bad dude.
What is he doing?
Oh, he was like grooming his like step something.
Steps up.
He started dating a young girl that was like adopted into his family or something.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently he'd been grooming her since she was like 13 years
Really
old.
Woody
And he's-
Allen kind of.
Yeah, let's look it up. I mean, look. Yeah, very, very much. Let me look it up.
I'm going to
Talk amongst yourselves. I
I'm-
want to see this.
I'm
Morgan Freeman grooming.
I'm going to make sure that
Bad
you have a
dude.
wonderful home here.
I always think of him and Bruce Almighty as the fucking voice of God.
Voice of God, yeah, and he was telling her to sin.
Morgan Freeman, it was his granddaughter.
Oh,
Yeah, related to Morgan Freeman through his first wife, making her his step granddaughter. Oh, she was brutally murdered by her boyfriend. Wow. Lamar Davenport, bad dude, found guilty of first-degree manslaughter for stabbing her 25 times. That's a passion kill, Danny.
yeah, it is.
That's not good. He had an affair with his step granddaughter. That was it. And so she was young,
And Lamar
very
killed
young,
her because of it.
and he'd been apparently, this has been a thing for a long time. Let's see here.
When
How?
this happened, 2005.
Oh, this is pretty. No, bro. I mean, this all came to light in this is. I mean, this article's from 2018. Like people have known for a minute. Morgan's been like soft canceled for like.
That's why he's only been doing voiceovers.
Yeah, but probably. I mean, it's not like. I mean, it's the most recognizable voice ever.
Imagine he's just looking at you with his little milky eyes, milky eyes, and his skin tags on his face that are posed off as freckles.
Oh no,
Come here and let me suck your titty.
Grandpa!
Grandpa, I'm not your grandpa.
Oh, brutal.
You're my mistress. Now twerk on this and ride the stick like you ride the wave.
Bad dude.
Bad dude. Mm-hmm. Bad dude, good grandpa. Bad dude, good grandpa. Let me tell you that.
Good grandpa.
Grandpa,
Oh man.
would you like to groom me, Grandpa?
I'd love to
fucked up.
groom you more than a show dog in the Westchester Minster Dog Show.
Well done, Danny.
Thank you.
Right off the top of the dome. There's a lot going on under that Carhartt.
Let me tell you, Carhartt
This is a new chapter, dude. When you put on that
built to
Carhartt,
serve and protect all hardworking people,
Just like the red and blue.
when you put that,
I'm
that
a fucking
hat
union
on,
worker, goddammit.
yeah, you've changed,
I'm a
dude.
union man.
Danny's-
I'm a union worker.
Hey, listen. When
Danny
I don't wanna
six pack.
When I don't want to hear the haters,
There it is. Look at that. It's got the fucking ear flaps that come down. Very sharp, Danny.
and then when I want to make a fashion statement, one up, one down. What's up?
Wow. But it is like a personality change, right? Like you just cracked a beer, now you're wearing Carhartt, and you're fucking talking
Hey, let me
reckless.
tell you, Alberta's coming out.
That is the Berta.
Welcome to Alberta, buddy.
You literally put a lid on it, and all it did was made it worse.
Yeah, exactly. Put a lid on it. Let the pressure see.
That is the Berta bonnet.
Well, I like this one though because when I go backwards and I turn it backwards, I look like one of those old school football
Yeah,
players.
you do
in the
with a leather
50s.
helmet.
Leather helmet, right? I do. I look like that.
Blue, what I do down set? Fuck you!
You know, like I'm
Yeah,
ready,
yeah.
I'm ready to hut,
But that
hike.
is like a rig pig hat.
Yeah.
That's like a February rig pig.
Well,
lid.
no, this is a November pipe fitter. I tell you, it's a November pipe fitter. I got Firewatch too.
Yeah?
You know, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Flame retardant.
Flame what?
Flame retardant.
Yeah, nice.
And then you look at him and go, yeah, you're flaming retard.
There it is. Dude, I just knew when you said flame retardant that you weren't going to be able to leave it alone. It was going to happen.
Why would you leave it alone? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Anyways, I think it looks good.
Thank you.
Looks very yeah, it looks really cool, dude. And,
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to winter.
oh,
tell you
winter's
that.
coming. I think winter's going to be awesome here.
Winter's upon us.
I like
and-
that yesterday was the first long sleeve sweater day.
Yeah, we had to wear a long sleeve, and then
first
even,
day, no t-shirt.
even when we were having beers on the patio or the rooftop,
I put on a long pair of fucking sweatpants.
we had to
brother.
do it. I had to put on a sweater and this hoodie.
Yeah.
Wait, sweater and this hat.
Fuck. Yeah. Well done, dude. I'm happy about the changing of the seasons, the changing of the old guard here.
Changing the old
leaves
guard.
are starting to brown and fall. We're gonna get ourselves. We already talked about this. We're gonna go down to Central Park and we're gonna fucking get some bikes and we're gonna go biking around.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
got the
feed
city
toes.
bike and stuff, and
But just comedy gets better come
fall
come fall, man. Summer fucks comedy up, right? Because I think it's twofold. A lot of people, at the very beginning of summer, people don't want to go to comedy shows.
Well,
'Cause
why
they
would
wanna-
you want to go inside a
they wanna-
dingy, dark room
No,
when
they-
you have a beautiful outside?
No, hold on. They want to be outside, right? They want that heat. They're out there. They're in the parks. They're doing whatever, what have you. But then about like a month and a half into summer when it's really hot, now people are kind of over and they want AC. So they're down to be inside again. So there's like
Yeah.
this pocket of summer where it's like kind of good.
Yeah.
But then you also get a different kind of drunk in the summer because you do get people that were like on a Saturday show. You get people that have been outside drinking all day
Yep.
in the fucking park. I think people get more loaded in the summer, it seems. Like audiences,
Well,
collectively, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
You're outside drinking, having a good time, the sun's getting you, and then you're like, okay, well, let's go into this place, get some AC, get out of the sun, and get more drunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah, 100%. Why wouldn't you?
Fuck yeah, dude. Carhartt.
Hardworking for hardworking people.
We got a big week coming up. We should set our intentions.
Set our intentions. Let's
should-
get out of here because I really got a pee-pee.
Okay.
I got a pee-pee and I want to crush another can.
Okay. Well, I intend to. Actually, I had intended not to drink at all today, and then Danny got me this. I don't know. I'll probably shut it down as soon as I get off of this pod.
Oh, we got a couple cans to finish up.
Yeah. But after that, I'm going clean this week. I'm not gonna have drinks, Danny, until next Sunday, where I think we're planning to go watch
We're going to Turkey's Nest.
football with a bunch of
Game.
comics at a place that just has margaritas. It'll blow your hair back, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the week off. I intend to. I got some work I gotta do. I got some writing stuff I gotta work on. We got some shit we have to film this week.
Yep.
We have to go to the gym every day. We've done our 2 days off, so that's like we can't miss any days this week. We're gonna make food, buddy. We're about to fire up some fucking ribs right now.
Heck yeah, bud.
Nighttime ribs.
Some nice seasonings we bought.
So I
too.
intend to fucking put the health front and center again. I'm going to start a new book. I'm starting to work on some new jokes, which feels really good. I'm trying to get into a couple other comedy clubs right now. So I want to be out every night and I want to be focused during the day. So that means I got to get good sleeps.
Yep.
So that I can actually, wake up, start with the coffee, start with the book, do the gym early in the day, and then have the gym be something that's giving me energy for the rest of the day and not just knocking me the fuck out and putting me on the bed for 3 hours. So that's what we're gonna do, Danny. We're gonna exercise. We're not gonna drink. And we're gonna focus on the work and putting in the work this week.
Yeah, we are. I guess for my intentions, I'm gonna join you at the waking up a bit earlier, and I didn't really get too much time to put some gamings in this week, so I spent a lot of nights gaming, which led into shittier wake ups. So I'm gonna refrain from that. And then I'm going to join you on the waking up and write. I'm going to finish one of these 6 books that I got on the go right now. And then I'm going to press the stand.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. We kind of came together the other night and we figured out that if these guys are putting on some whack-ass shows, we should be able to put on some bangers. So I'm going to ask if we can produce a show at the stand with some nice Canadian talent.
The Canadians.
And then kind of the next 10 months is crucial in the city, so I want to put some really good cornerstones in for the next months leading up and being able to solidify ourselves as kind of similar to the Chicago Cats, but we have a Canadian contingency. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to join you on the reading. I'm going to finish one of the books that I have. Figure out what we can do with that producing of the shows, as well as just knock out the ones that we have booked and continue on and enjoy it, and not let the demons of the liquor get a hold of me again like they did.
Yeah, let her buck, Danny. Let her buck. I want to see you go a little crazy
We're
tonight.
going to have fun on Sunday. We're going to slam a couple margs, and we're going to have a couple shooters, and I'm going to look at some guys in the eyes and be like, buddy, what's up?
And then I'm going to look him in the eyes and be like, you want to fucking go this cat?
Yeah.
No,
so that's it.
All right. So that's it. Fucking listen, guys. Keep subscribing. Keep telling your friends. Keep hanging out with us. We love all the dudes. We love all the buddies.
And enjoy our videos and like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and comment if you don't like it, because I'll come and comment back and we'll have a nice little Discord.
There it is. God bless you.
And God bless America.
Ta-ta, motherfuckers.
See you later. We've been Jared Campbell and Danny Martinello. It's the Jew Buddy Podcast.